Right. So I'd like to set the ball rolling. I was hearing your speech very carefully, and it's nice of you to highlight so many problems of Mumbai. A personal question. When you did take up the mantle, when you got to know that you're going to be the Chief Minister of Mumbai and Maharashtra, was there a smile on your face or a frown? Yeah.
Well, there's no question of a frown. I think to become a Chief Minister of Maharashtra is one of the most important jobs in the country. In any field, not only in politics, in any field. And so I think it's a great honor, a great privilege to lead your own state. Except that I'm not sure that I'm selected. Because only the other day, a day before or a couple of days before, when we were discussing in the Prime Minister's office about what was happening to Mumbai.
So.
And the possible, by that time it had become evident that there would be a change. And at the highest level, I was told that there's no way you can go because Parliament was beginning next day. And I happen to have a lot of departments and also the political responsibility as the General Secretary of the party for 2 states. And so I also agreed, and I thought right in the middle of a session, suddenly this change would not happen. And I was just curiously watching as to who would succeed. But then I normally go to sleep fairly late, about 1:30, 2 o'clock at night. Exactly at 3:30 the phone rang and they told me 10 Janpads calling. I didn't have to take the phone call, I knew what was happening. But that was the day when the 2 senior people had come. So I wouldn't say there's no question of frown. It was, of course, a great honor bestowed on me and a great challenge. I was quite aware of my limitations because I had a very successful tenure in Delhi as a minister in Prime Minister's office for 6 years. And to be with a man like Dr. Manmohan Singh, I think by itself, I think you cannot describe it. But the personal enrichment that I enjoyed working in the Prime Minister, watching the very difficult coalition being run by him, was a great learning experience for me. But as I said, I know my limitations. I'd never worked in state before, although I represent the state in Lok Sabha 3 times. But as a Lok Sabha member, you are just limited to your constituency. So yes, I was aware of the challenges, but I accepted it happily.
Is your family smiling or frowning, giving you sleepless nights?
Well, I think it's, they're getting used to it is all I can say.
Well, you were the journalist choice, I can assure you that. Sir, another personal question. Do you invest in the stock markets?
Well, I did invest. I tried to invest when I was in school in the United States. Mm-hmm. And the first thing I invested gave me a lot of returns. And I got interested, and without doing the homework, I continued and burned my fingers. So,
how much did you lose?
I think it could be about a couple of $1,000 or something like that. Not very much. I was just a student then.
Do you think investment in the stock markets is a good thing?
I think so. I think it is one of the options that you must have. Of course, those who want to play very safe, for them it's banks. But banks give you much less.
Fixed deposits, you mean?
Fixed deposits, sure. Of course. And various secured fixed income schemes. But in stock market, there is excitement. There's a possibility of making huge returns, either through mutual funds or through equity investment. But then you have to track the market, you have to see the trends, try to understand the technical analysis that you people put out in the newspapers. For a lay person without expert advice, I think it's risky.
So don't you think that as the Chief Minister of a state which is encouraging investment and we're looking at being a global financial hub, it's very important that you make the right investments?
Yes, I think we must increase the depth of the market. More and more people should become part of it so that it's difficult for few people to manage or manipulate. And there are always rumors or some incidents happen where there's a fear that maybe it's not regulated properly, although SEBI is doing a wonderful job. there are concerns about commodities market, and I include commodities market when we talk of markets also. We don't have as strong a law as SEBI law for commodities market. And I think that law has been pending for a very long time, the FMC law. I don't know why we don't have a very rigorous law for commodities market, because I think if the well-run and well-regulated commodities market will also help discover the prices and will help the farmer with market information.
Fantastic. Now, let's come back to the subject, what you're here for. I again heard your speech very carefully. How much do you think is an input from the center and how much from the state to make Mumbai what we hope will be a global financial hub?
Well, obviously we need some central laws to be amended.
Sure.
And then I think the other thing is, of course, Mumbai must have the world-class physical infrastructure. Mm-hmm. Now, we have done in last couple of months since I came here, 2 or 3 major announcements that we were able to make. One was for the new airport for Mumbai. And there was a hurdle of environmental clearance, which is a major hurdle, is not there anymore. Now it's a question of getting the remaining land to be acquired and build the airport with a right concession agreement being signed. We have a power shortage. There is a huge load shedding. And therefore, we are planning to set up a 10,000 megawatt nuclear power plant in Ratnagiri. We'll get almost 50% of that power. And as you know, nuclear power is a very steady, clean power. So that's the second initiative. What we announced a couple of days back, Jairam came here and announced new guidelines for CRZ. I think it's a momentous decision which was pending for a very, very long time. Whether it is relaxed guidelines, the appreciation that Greater Mumbai has special problems. So a special chapter being created for Greater Mumbai so that we could get around the coastal regulatory zone